I want to do every Sunday the week ahead so that you guys know what's in store for you for the week ahead. This is going to be a pick a card, and I don't know what the thumbnails will be yet, so just use your intuition and be guided to whatever pile you feel guided to. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Empress Goddess of Healing, and I'm so happy the universe allowed us to cross paths today. Those that are new, welcome to the channel. Those returning, enjoy my love and all that goodish gang. Thank you so much, fam, for all of the love and support, all the well wishes with my health, and y'all patience with these technical difficulties. So y'all, I hope that I have solved all of these technical difficulties. I have a new camera, I have a new mic. So what I'm going to do is, although the mic port doesn't work on one of the cameras, I'm going to put it overhead so y'all can see the cards and also see me talking. Now, I don't know how I'm going to put all this together, but I will learn how to put it together so y'all can see it when I get into my editing software. Also, those who left me messages under my community post, thank you so much for the well wishes. So if I'm ever absent, you ever want to know where I'm at, because I'm not leaving again, y'all, check the community page. That's where I will put any announcements, and that's where I'll let you know if there's something preventing me from dropping y'all a reading. My goal is to drop readings every day for y'all, not only on this channel, but on Empress Goddess of Healing as well. I want to do every Sunday the week ahead so that you guys know what's in store for you for the week ahead. Okay, on Empress Goddess of Healing, it will be career, self, and everything other than love over there. And on the Love and All That Goodest channel, we will focus on love. So I would love for you guys to support me on both. Also, I'm still suffering from my eye infection. I probably got like 4 more days with this medicine. So if you see my eyes get gunky, I can't do nothing about it, y'all. It's the medicine, okay? So just bear with your girl as she's trying to figure out this stuff, okay? So enough chit chat. Let's go ahead and jump into pile 1. Number 1, what is in store for you in love for the week ahead? Now, your overall energy is the snake, okay? Don't get scared just yet. Let me break it on down, okay? The snake is competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. The words that stick out to me the most is competition, enemy, clever, and the other woman. Okay, I said, what do you need to know most about this energy? And we have manifestation, law of attraction, thoughts become things. Now, when you look at this card, you see a heart, right? But the heart looks like it's braided. But what I see is like a snake shedding their skin. Okay, so you could be going through a major transformation this week in the heart space. You could be dealing with someone who has recently or is undergoing a transformation in how they view and perceive love. Some of you guys could be trying to manifest love in your life. If you're single and newly dating, I also get with this heart that somebody is putting their heart on the line. Also, some of you could be manifesting drama into your love life this week. So be very mindful of that. How could this energy impact your love life and or relationships this week? And we have the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Cups in reverse. And I'm going to start with the 2 of Wands. With the 2 of Wands, I'm going to start with singles first. Singles and those who are newly dating, okay, where you're not official yet, right? The 2 of Wands is about, you know that you hold the world in your hands, right? But you may be afraid to take the leap. You may be afraid to jump out there. So some of you guys might be afraid to put yourself out there this week. Some of you guys may have an option between 2 lovers this week. Some of you guys may meet someone traveling or spark a conversation with someone who lives abroad this week. But with the 3 of Cups in reverse, That means you are looking at your love life in a more serious type of way this week, and instead of a fun, lighthearted way. So with the Three of Cups in reverse, you want to, what's that saying that they say? Don't put the cart before the horse. I don't know what saying I did, but I just heard that don't put the cart before the horse. Be lighthearted. Don't try to make every connection turn into something serious. Because again, with manifestation, the law of attraction, your thoughts become things. You want to project the highest outcome for you when it comes to love. If you are newly dating someone or trying to attract someone singles, with the Three of Cups reversed, right? With the Two of Wands, you could meet somebody or deal with somebody right now who is more focused on their ambitions, their goals, making sure that their life is the way that they want it to be, or that could be your energy right now. So with the Three of Cups in reverse, that means you could entertain or attract someone when everything is good. They're there, they're supportive, they're right by your side, right? But the minute that something gets dull, the minute that challenges arise, this person may become flighty and may back away. So be mindful of that. Singles and newly dating, get out there this week. Put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to mingle with people. I said in the 1-1 reading that y'all was going to get attention. Y'all, every time I leave this house, I get attention. Especially when I'm coming from the ER. I don't know what that's about, because I've been in the ER twice, y'all, in the last week, and I be looking bummy as all get out when I go to the ER, right? I be layered up because it's always cold. And this is when somebody want to say, you sexy as hell. I'm like, huh? No makeup, no nothing. Yeah, just looking a hot mess. But they think it look good, okay? So again, don't stay in your comfort zone, because that's what the Two of Wands is about too. Staying in your comfort zone, not wanting to leave what is safe for you. Getting to those who have been in relationships for a while, long-term marriages and things like that. With the Three of Cups in reverse and the Two of Wands, I got two things. One, you or your partner may be really focused on a goal this week, an ambition this week. Something may be taking their attention away from you. Don't be in your head about that. Don't think they're a snake. Don't think that they are out doing something that they aren't supposed to do, unless you in your gut know or feel that there is a third party going with that other woman. Don't put that there if that does not fit, okay? I don't try to break up nobody's happy home. With the Three of Cups in reverse, some type of spark, the joy that you guys used to have, something this week is off, and you want to figure out what that is, because whoever you are with, y'all built your relationship on a friendship. You built your relationship on having fun. This person was very adventurous when you met them. This person, what's the word I'm looking for? I heard this person drew you in. So they were very charismatic, very charming, easy to get along with. But this week, it just might not be a fun time. Maybe it's something more serious that's going to take place in your relationship this week. If your partner is focused on work, is focused on expanding, or you, and your partner is a little needy for your attention this week, you or your partner may need to seek out friends, seek out activities outside of you, because no partner can give you everything that you are desiring. That's just impossible. So if there's a need that's not met this week, then try to seek friends out to, if you need conversation, call a girlfriend. Or if you wanted to go out on a date and your person or you had an unexpected meeting, go ahead and still go out on that date. Just go with somebody else. And I don't mean cheating, y'all. I mean, go with family or something. You don't have to just stay in the house because your partner isn't available. With the Two of Wands, and this goes for singles and those who are in relationships newly dating. Spirit wants you to ask yourself this week, are you happy and content with your love life right now with the Two of Wands? The Two of Wands is about believing that as soon as you find that person, as soon as you get into this relationship, miraculously everything will fall into place. Then your happiness will come. And Spirit doesn't want you to be in that mindset. That's something you might want to shed with the manifestation card. Because if you put your happiness on someone else and you're not fulfilled within yourself, it's going to be a hollow victory. It's not going to give you the love that you seek. You have to be the love you seek first to manifest that in. Okay? Let me see if I'm getting anything else off the Three of Cups. Oh, yeah. When it comes to intimacy, with the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups, whether you're single or not, one or both of you is not getting your needs met this week. So that could be maybe somebody too busy where you don't get none at all this week. Or maybe it's a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, real quick, because you or this person got to get back to work or get back to something else. So it's not the loving, nurturing intimacy that you once had. And if your relationship is a little stagnant, for those who are in long-term relationships or in marriage, with the Three of Cups in reverse, try to bring some fun back in. What underlying triggers could arise that you may not be aware of this week in love? And we have tired. You are emotionally exhausted from dealing with everything. You deserve a break now. So one could just be you're just physically tired this week. And this is for singles, newly in a relationship, or long term. The triggers are for all of you guys down here, okay? You could just be tired. Or there's something specifically that is tiring you in regards to your love life. And it has to do with your mind. I said, let's clarify that. We have the Nine of Swords and the World. One of the triggers could be that you are dealing with someone who may have a mental issue right now, may have depression, may have high anxiety, or you guys could deal with something that's very stressful in life this week. And going back to that Three of Cups in reverse, you want to have a partner, someone who can be there for you while you're going through something, or you be there for someone else. Now, this card is also about internalizing pain after someone has hurt you. So if someone hurts you this week, do not internalize that pain and excuse them of their behavior. You need to have a conversation with them and say, hey, this is what I do not like. For those who are single, you are still holding on to some pain in a past relationship. And with the World, this is a cycle that Spirit wants you to close, because you are going to manifest more of that into your life. Going back to the snake, it's time to transform that. So what painful memory do you have in regards to love? This card is also about how you view yourself. Where are you having insecurities in love? That could be brought up this week. For intimacy, some of you guys could experience body dysmorphia this week. Maybe you don't feel comfortable being naked in front of your partner this week. Whether you're married or not, weight always fluctuates. One day I might be bloated, one day I'm not bloated. Okay, so as women, we don't always feel our best, and I'm assuming men don't as well. They just hide it probably better than us. With the World, there is something that is ending this week, and that doesn't mean a relationship. So again, if you or your partner have been trying to achieve something, that may come to a conclusion this week, and then you'll get your fun partner back, or the bedroom will be popping again. Also, with the World and the Nine of Swords, for those in this tired energy, Spirit is saying, don't go back to something that caused you great stress, great pain, a lot of anxiety and turmoil in your mind. Don't be depressed if you haven't found the one yet, because the world is about taking your time. It takes time to find that one that you are truly compatible with. So if you have to be in the stage of Two of Wands still building your world, that's fine, but don't be too afraid to jump out there and test the waters. That's what the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups is about. It's about testing the waters. For those in long-term relationships, with the Nine of Swords in the world, you want to have a discussion in regards to intimacy this week. There's something that's lacking this week, really, with you guys bonding. And that doesn't always have to be because I don't know if I can say that word, right? But there is something that has been bothering you in regards to your relationship, and you are tired. Also, for those, whether single or in a relationship, for those who are trying to love someone that you know has mental issues, right? And it just seems like you guys can't close out that cycle. With the Two of Wands, that person is not ready yet to deal with their own mental issues. Okay? So that means that you can love them as much as you want to love them until they are ready to take action, until they are ready to look at their world and see what is bothering them and deal with these swords over here in the Nine of Wands. No matter what you do, it's not going to bring you the results that you want. That, excuse me, somebody like that. That could be one of the cycles that you need to break. Let me see if I'm getting anything else. Tired is just really sticking out. Also, with the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups, whether you with somebody or not this week, you could be dealing with somebody who is emotionally unavailable to you. So you have to decide, especially for the singles and those who are newly in a relationship, is that something that you want? Do you want to deal with someone who cannot give you, what you are looking for? Also, with the Nine of Swords, do not cast best case and worst case scenarios, okay? Because with the world, things are still unfolding. So don't project your insecurities onto somebody else, is what I heard. And also with the Nine of Swords, Spirit wants you to look this week. Is it something that you're actually physically going through with your partner or yourself? Or is it just in your mind? Okay, because again, we got manifestation. For those where the other woman resonates. With the Two of Wands, you could be dealing with a person who is still exploring their options, a person who is not ready to settle down and commit. If you are married with somebody, the Nine of Swords, the tired, you might be tired of somebody stepping out on you, and that could be a cycle that you need to close. Spirit doesn't want anybody, whether single, new, in a relationship, or long-term, to settle. Okay? Do not settle. With the World card, for those who are single, newly dating, you can meet someone that you think is the total package. The World, a person is someone who is complete within themselves. They are very ambitious, right? They want to go after everything, but they are attracted to partners with that same vibe. Okay, so be in that Two of Wands energy where you're trying to conquer your world so you can manifest somebody on that same page. If you are in a long-term commitment with somebody and you know that you have that ambitious partner and you want to spend some time with them, but they're focused on work, try to find a goal, try to find something that you can incorporate with them, help them with their business or their work if you can, so that y'all can spend time together. Because I feel like the people who are in a relationship may feel a little neglected this week, and that's where that snake comes in. Be a little clever with how you try to spend time with your partner, okay? Don't look at your partner as an enemy this week if their focus is really on work. Now, if it goes back to the other woman, then it's time to figure out, are you just staying in something because it's comfortable and because of safety? Because that's what the Two of Wands is about too. Just staying because it's comfortable. Singles, are you staying in your singledom because it's comfortable and not really wanting to take action? Let me see if there's anything else that I'm getting. The Three of Cups and the Nine of Swords are the two that stand out the most to me. With the Three of Cups, if you are single, if you haven't been feeling beautiful, because you know, the Three Goddesses is about glamour magic. If you haven't been feeling beautiful, again, going back to that Nine of Swords, worrying about your body. The Two of Wands is about adopting a workout routine. It's about just leveling up in yourself. So build that confidence up in yourself first so that you can manifest the whole package. But you want to be the whole package. You want to be complete in yourself first. And the main lesson this week is, there's a couple. One is not looking outside of yourself to give yourself the love you deserve. Be that love for yourself first. Again, that's what the Two of Wands is about. Two, there is a cycle that needs to be closed this week, whether that's just in your mind of how you're viewing love in your relationship, or you know that there's something toxic with this Nine of Swords that needs to be ended. And three, to have open communication with your partner or whoever you are dating as far as intimacy, so that you can get what you want out of that. Because with the world, that is a partner who wants to give you everything that you've given in that bedroom. Okay? But with the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups, that means there's a little disconnect. One person is on one page and the other person is on another page. And that could have you up in your head. Some of y'all, with your partner not even dipping, it might just, something might shift in the bedroom this week and you might think they're doing something. Okay? So that's why you want to have open communication. So let's go ahead and get some advice for y'all, pile one. And I'm going to go ahead and get you out of here. So let me go ahead and live shuffle. I'm going to use the Sacred Soul Messages deck. And y'all, excuse my nail. I tried to record for y'all yesterday, all day yesterday, and was still having issues. I was having chest pains, and I was having issues with the cameras and all this other type of stuff. I was about to lose my mind. And so I said, let me walk outside, take the trash out, and come on back. And then I broke a nail. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Things just might be frustrating this upcoming week, all right? Don't take it out on your partner if your partner don't have nothing to do with it, because that's the Nine of Swords too. The Nine of Swords could just be something in your life or something in their life. It's frustrating you guys, right? And it could just trickle off into the relationship. So if it's something that's trickling off into the relationship, turn that Three of Cups around, okay? And try to bring some joy. Take your mind off of it, okay? I feel like my cat is under my feet somewhere. I'm seeing a cat in the third eye. I don't know, y'all. Maybe somebody got a spirit animal around. All right, clear the energy of this deck. All right, Spirit, for pile one, what advice will be most beneficial for them this week? And we have, let yourself be drawn by the pull of what you truly love. Divine purpose, mission in life, be guided. Love that. Let yourself be drawn by the pull of what you truly love. Was I not just talking about that? Of not settling? Truly knowing what you want out of love. That's another lesson. Spirit wants you to know, what do you truly want out of love, whether you're single or with somebody. Are you receiving that right now? Open your hand if you want to be held. We're not saying some people's going to be neglected. Reach out. Welcome love. Let yourself receive. Absolutely. So don't be mad at your partners. You know, if they're busy this week. If you need some attention, just tell them, hey, I need a little bit of attention. If they need to work on the computer, go lay on their lap while they're working. Sit next to them. If they will allow it, I don't see why they wouldn't, you know, unless it's something top secret. You know? I don't know if I could date a man who's like in the military or, you know, with the CIA or something like that. I don't like no doggone secrets. What you got going on? I need to know. Okay? What else, Spirit? The Spirit, that was a lot. Open your hands if you want to be healed. I was just drawing back down that. Open your hands. Spirit is saying, for those who are single or newly dating and you truly want something, let Spirit guide you. Open your hands to receive, especially the ones who ain't even put themselves out there. You need to put yourself out there. Smile, flirt, enjoy life. What up? Spirit, I just need one card now. Come on. Thank you. Love is the bridge between you and everything. Connection, oneness, finding your way forward. Yes, love is the bridge. Okay? When you have a bridge, you have to go over something, right? So there could be a hurdle with the 9 of swords that you have to go over to get to the other side. And the world is about, if you know that there's something tumultuous happening in a relationship and it's coming to an end, the world means that you both are going to end that on a satisfactory note. If you know that your partner is out here doing things that they shouldn't be doing with other people, even with the world, it's still going to end not necessarily on a satisfactory note, but it's going to end where you're going to benefit, and they're going to benefit. And what I mean by that is, because it's like, what you mean they going to benefit if they doing me wrong? Hold up, listen. Whatever lessons need to be learned, you're going to learn and they're going to learn. And then the universe is going to take the rest. So if you were doing your part, then that's good karma coming to you. And if they weren't doing their part, whatever they was doing is going to come to them. See what I'm saying? So don't seek out vengeance this week on someone if you know that they have hurt you. Again, don't internalize that. Be open to receive the blessing that Spirit wants to give you. And let yourself be drawn. That is just sticking out so much. Let yourself be drawn to what you truly love. All right? Give me one more. With the 2 hands in this bridge, I'm getting, for some of y'all, if y'all have the right conversation with y'all partners or whoever, that could bridge the gap of whatever is giving you anxiety with the 9 of swords. Okay? Could help you not be emotionally exhausted. All right, we have forget safety. What I say about that 2 of wands and staying in your comfort zone. Forget safety. Live where you fear to live. Singles, that's for you. Newly dating, that's for you to go for the world. Go for the complete package. And for those who know they've been in a relationship way too long, and it's been toxic with that 9 of swords, and they're afraid to leave that castle. Spirit said forget safety. Live where you fear to live. Take a chance. Dare to dream. The risk will pay off. Absolutely. Who wants to live with a snake? Now, if they're transforming for the better, because the 2 of wands can mean things are elevating for the better, then that's good, okay? But with the 9 of swords upright, that's some anxiety still. If the 9 of swords was reversed, that means that you have dealt with that anxiety and now you're ready to move out of that. But with it upright, you're not. So this week, let's really figure out what that is that's causing you stress. Bottom of the deck, look inside yourself. All you want, you already are. What did I say with the 2 of wands, y'all? You cannot look outside of yourself. You better back your girl up, Spirit. High five. You cannot look outside of yourself for love. You got to love yourself first. Love your body. Love everything about you. Okay? Y'all love everything about me. I didn't always. But I love everything about me, y'all. My bald head, my skin. Y'all, before I got back on here, do y'all know that I was over 200 pounds? I had gained weight working from home. But I lost my job. I was laid off in August of last year. And I started moving. And I lost 36 pounds in weeks. And I'm still working on my body, right? But there was a time when I was a little heavier. I was like, if I was to get in front of a man, am I going to be comfortable taking my clothes off? Right? 9 of swords, a little insecurity, body dysmorphia, right? So it doesn't have to be to the extreme where, you're throwing up or, it doesn't have to be that. Again, we all have times where we don't feel our best. Y'all, when I had made the other readings before my tetrabyte that I told y'all the community board decided to just malfunction, I got 5 readings on that joker, 2 tetrabytes of data. I got all kind of business stuff on that I completely lost, y'all. Right? And in those readings, my eyes was super gunky. My bags was bagging, right? Looking a hot dang on mess, but I was still going to jump out there for y'all. Okay? So again, look inside yourself. All you want, you already are. You are the gift. You are the gift. Now you want to attract the total package with the world. Okay? Also, singles with the world, be mindful of who y'all coming in contact with, because the world means that they are physically attractive. They just really gonna set you on fire. Okay? So again, we dipping our toe. Don't give them everything all at once. Abundance, resources, your wish is granted. So whether you are single or in a relationship, with this card right here, Spirit is asking you, what do you really want in your relationship? Because you can manifest that. Okay? Relationships can always turn around. Now, when it comes to the other woman and somebody cheating, I'm not here to tell you what to do in regards of that. For me, I don't deal with cheaters for several reasons. One, you are not going to put my life in jeopardy. Okay? My chart health is up to mother freaking date. I can pull it up for you real quick. You can scroll on through. She's good. Okay? And she wants to stay that way. So this is why I don't deal with cheaters. I don't deal with cheaters because I don't like liars. And I'm a person who does not need to be in a commitment. So why even go there if you were going to dip out? And in this day and age, there's too many people just doing all kinds of things with all kind of people in all kind of holes. And I can't do it, right? But if you are with somebody and maybe that was of the past, you guys worked it out and you know that your partner is faithful now, because I'm not saying somebody can't change, right? Then that goes back to that manifestation card. They have shed their skin. So if you are still with somebody who dipped out with you in the past and you chose to stay, are you still ruminating over those past hurts with the Nine of Swords? Is that something that you need to close out? Because if you stay with them, then you can't keep holding it over their head, right? Now, if it's continuing and it's more than one time, they're not going to stop, sugar. They're not going to stop. You have just let them know that you're going to tolerate it and they're going to continue to do it. So you're going to have to make a decision. Do you want to stay with somebody who is entertaining other people, who is still exploring options with that Two of Wands? Or are you going to give yourself the love that you should already know that you deserve, so that you can manifest something better? Again, forget safety. Live where you fear to live. Take a chance. Dare to dream. The risk will pay off. Okay? So that is your reading, Power One. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope I've given you clarity into what could be in store for you in love for the week ahead. If you enjoyed kicking it with your girl, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. If you want to drop a comment, go ahead, or just say, hey girl, hey, I love to see y'all comments. I will respond. And y'all can't even see y'all right now because my eyes are so gunky. I cannot. If you enjoy the vibe, you want to help support your girl. You know, I'm trying to do this full time now that I done lost my job and things like that, you know. Please support me. Please help me be able to do this full time. Go ahead and join my Divine Being. Join my Divine Being gang too. Yeah, over there. And join my Love and Artist Goodness gang here, y'all. Okay, I would love for y'all to support me on both channels. And again, I will drop the link for the reading, for you to know about your career for the week ahead, yourself, and all of that. If you are drawn to another pile, go ahead over there. And if not, I will see y'all again in another reading real soon. Okay, peace, love, and light. Also, pile one. I'm trying to see how I can say this with YouTube. With the Nine of Swords, one of the triggers that could be surfacing, I heard resurfacing this week, could be involving sexual trauma. Okay? So those who are dealing with that, be mindful of that, because again, the Nine of Swords, that stress may not be actually with the relationship. Something could just be triggered in regards to that. So I did want to bring that to the forefront, okay? Hey, pile 2, come on, let's get into your reading. This reading is about what's in store for you in love for the week ahead, all right? So the overall energy for you, pile 2, is love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. The main word that sticks out, or two that sticks out to me on this card, is unconditional love, self-love, and oneness. I believe that this pile is the pile of givers. This is the pile of those who do give unconditional love. However, I do not feel, pile 2, that you always get unconditional love back. I feel like this is a very gentle pile, regardless if you are single, newly dating, or in a relationship. This is a very gentle pile. You guys hold love like in high esteem. That is something that you truly want to experience, and you guys desire unconditional love, whether you with somebody or not. When you look at this card, you see this card holding this heart, and this heart is huge. You guys have a big heart, right? But I don't feel like you always place your love with the right people who know how to truly care for you, pile 2. And in turn, that causes you to be hurt. Sometimes it may cause you to doubt yourself. Maybe that you're not good enough, that your love is not good enough. And that is far from the case. It's just that you are giving love to the wrong people. And that may be highlighted this week. Now, all my readings are timeless, so whenever you find it, you find it. And I don't think that this is just going to be for next week. I think this is something that you are going through right now for those in pile 2, okay? I think affection is very big with you, pile 2. And I don't know if you always receive that in relationships. And when I'm looking at the word attraction, I think we need to think about what it is that we are attracting to each other. Like, is there a wound that is attracting unavailable partners? Because I think that you guys deal with partners who are unavailable in some sense. What do we need to know most about this energy? And we have ask your angels, seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. And for those who skipped over the intro, got gunky eyes, I still got the eye infection. Bear with your girl. Got about 4 more days on this medicine. All right, back to the reading. Ask your angels, seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. Pile 2. You guys have the full support of the angelic realm right now, okay? I believe that your guides and your angels are really trying to bring love and comfort to you. And that love may not always be in the way that you want it to be or from the person that you want it to be, but it's what you need at this time. So it is very imperative, pile 2, that you seek God, that you seek the angels in your dating life, whether you are single or whether you are in a relationship. Now in pile 1, I broke it down: singles, newly dating, long term. For pile 2, everything I'm saying equates to whether you single or you with somebody. All right. I also believe that the angels have been trying to bring certain things to mind to you, like it's in the forefront, and you may not always want to see it, or it could be sparking maybe some anger, okay? But there is support, and I think the key is to find people to support you, pile 2, in all forms of love, not just relationships, to find people to support you. I feel like pile 2, sometimes y'all may feel like y'all going at it alone, even in relationships. It may not be a partnership in relationships. Some of you who are single may feel like you just destined to be alone. That is not the case. Spirit is trying to bring you unconditional love. How could this energy impact your love and relationships? And we have the 5 of Wands with the Hangman. And I'm going to start with the 5 of Wands. The first thing that I get is that you guys fight for love. but you may be fighting for certain loves that you should let go of. You shouldn't have to always fight for a place in someone's life. Fight for attention. Fight for the things that you need. You shouldn't always have to do that. And I feel like sometimes that is what the dynamic is in certain relationships. And that could be not even just with love, just in certain relationships. You may feel like you always have to fight. How to. Also with the Five of Wands, either you recently had an argument or you could have an argument with someone that you care about this week. It could be petty. It could be something that needs to be discussed. But whatever you are fighting about is like surface level. There's something deeper. Especially for those who have been in a relationship for a long time, there's something that habitually keeps coming up in your relationship that y'all fight about. And it's not really being resolved. And it's keeping y'all in a standstill with the Hangman. And that needs to be addressed. And again, it's not exactly what you guys are saying to each other. There's something underlining that you need to figure out what that is. With the Five of Wands, if you've been single for a while or you just recently broke up with someone, you could be having feelings of rejection, feelings of abandonment. Some of you guys may feel a little bit of guilt walking away. Spirit doesn't want you to feel any of that. Okay, and make sure that you are not entertaining partners this week that make you feel guilty. Watch for people who are snarky to you this week, who may want to pick fights with you, nitpick with you this week. Watch that, okay, with that Five of Wands. Also with the Five of Wands, if you do have an argument, y'all may settle it by having angry, you know what, right? But watch that. Is that a habitual pattern where the only way y'all can get back together is by getting down in the bedroom? Because that's not really solving anything. That's just putting like a temporary band-aid on it. With the Five of Wands, are you dealing with someone who is in competition with you? Now, I've heard about that. I've heard that people be in competition with they mate and stuff like that. And I think that's just the weirdest thing. I don't think I've ever experienced that. I've had supportive people, right? But if that is the case, ask the angels about that. Because that's a person who has a weak, fragile ego. And if they're in competition with you, then they can become volatile with you. And you want to be very careful in regards to that. And again, that's for singles, or y'all's is all together in pile 2. With the Hangman, whether together or not, there is a standstill right now in the love life. So if you're single, this may not be a time for you to actually pursue another relationship, because I think there are still some things that you want to work on within yourself with the Five of Wands. Do you have a fear of rejection? Do you have a fear of abandonment? Do you have a fear of always finding partners who just want to fight? So there's a need to be with oneself. Look at that oneness over here. Be with oneself for a little bit to figure out exactly what it is that you want in love. With the Hangman, if you are in a relationship or dealing with a person in the Hangman energy, they have a lot of external obligations, a lot of things that pull their attention away from you. So in order to be with a person like this in the Hangman energy, you're going to have to make many sacrifices. The question you want to ask yourself is, are the sacrifices worth it? Okay? Because the Hangman energy, they're very loyal to the people they care about. They have great integrity. They try to do the right thing. But they put outside things over the relationship. They feel like there's bigger causes that need their attention versus their relationship. So that could cause fights with you guys. That could make you feel rejected. What else am I getting with the Hangman and the Five of Wands? But the Hangman, I just feel like y'all need to step back. Whether in a relationship or not, y'all need to step back and like get a bird's eye view of what is truly happening in your love life. What underlying triggers could arise this week in regards to love and relationships for pile 2? And we have pieces. You always pick up the pieces when things fall apart. Now, look for the complete package. And there it is. That's the unconditional love. And that's what I feel with y'all, Pal, too. I feel like y'all always pick up the pieces. You're always trying to fight to keep a relationship together. You're always trying to fight to defend your person if, you know, somebody's talking about them. You guys are always trying to fight, but you guys are putting in more work than what your partner is putting in, and it's leaving you in pieces. Okay? And Spirit wants you to really look at that. Are you trying to make relationships fit when they don't? Because if we go back to the hangman will sacrifice everything for the good of a cause. Sacrifice everything to keep a relationship intact. But it's at the detriment of themselves. It's because the other partner is not doing the same. So I say clarify pieces. And we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. I'm going to start with the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, let me go back because Spirit just brought that back to mind with the 5 of Wands. Also with the 5 of Wands, I believe there's a difference in maturity level with the people that you are dating. There's not, you guys do not have the same views when it comes to relationships, the same expectations when it comes to relationships. And that causes conflict. Okay? That could cause a standstill. With the 5 of Pentacles, if you just look at this card in the 5 of Pentacles, you see that they both are down and out, right? And you see one leading and one looks like they you know, hurt. They can't really walk fully. One can walk with 2 legs and one can't. So what I am getting is somebody carries another person in the relationship, whether that's emotionally, financially, spiritually. Somebody is carrying the other person. It is not equal. This is also about someone trying to keep you dependent on them, keep you needy, starving you with emotion and affection. I told y'all like affection, starving you with emotion and affection to keep you trying to come back, to keep you in a habitual loop. Y'all know what is that called? Is it Stockholm syndrome? What is that syndrome where somebody gets like kidnapped or something, or held hostage, and then they start falling in love with their captor, or, you know, that push-pull? That's what I feel is happening over here. There's a level of starvation that is happening in your love life that kind of keeps you hooked because you are desperately wanting that. And Spirit wants you to break out of that. That's what you need to see with the Hangman. If you and your partner are good, right, then you guys might have an argument about money this week. Maybe an unexpected bill is going to come this week and you guys are going to need to come to a common ground, okay? But I truly feel in pile 2, one of y'all is not getting what y'all need in the relationship. And if you're single, you guys have had past relationships where you didn't receive unconditional love, where you felt like you had to fight for that person's attention, their affection, to get on the same page with you. And this person, this figure right here sticks out the most to me on this card. Somebody is wounded. Somebody may play the martyr, the victim in relationships, not take responsibility for their own actions in the relationship. Also, if you are single, beware of people coming to you because of the resources that you have, because they're in lack with the 5 of Pentacles. Know that they are in lack. This also could be about a health concern. So if everything is going good in the relationship, for those who are in long-term relationships, maybe there's a health concern that's going to come up with your spouse. And maybe you want them to go to the doctor or take care of things, and they don't want to. And that could spark an argument as well. With the 4 of Cups, do you see how this cloud is offering a cup? I got 2 things with that. First, if you are single, recently broke up with someone, Spirit is trying to give you a new love, an unconditional love. Don't shun it away. But again, make sure you've gotten the perspective. Make sure that you have dealt with whatever issues of abandonment, rejection, and all of that before you jump into something else. That you have left whatever baggage from the last relationship. You've healed from that before you jump into something new. Also with the Four of Cups. For those who are dealing with a person who may be unemotionally available right now, or emotionally unavailable right now. It was hard to get that out. Do not internalize that. Do not think that the love you're offering is not good enough, because it is. The issue is that the person you're trying to give it to is not open to receive the love you are offering. That could cause fights. That could make you feel rejected, abandoned. And also, you guys could be dealing with people who don't trust love. Four of Cups is all about not trusting love. So, give your love to people who are willing to accept it, who don't have hangups with love, because everybody got hangups with love, but they have dealt with that. Also with the Four of Cups, one of the triggers that may arise this week has to do with your father, because the fours go back to the Emperor. So whether you have a father in your life or you don't have a father in your life, how is your dynamic with your father in regards to a loving relationship? Because that's the first man that's ever going to show you love. So if you felt abandoned by your father, rejected by your father, if your father didn't praise you when you were young, things of that nature, are you seeking out partners that have that same dynamic unconsciously? Because that is a wound that you need to feel. If you had a father that was loving, that showed you, how you should be treated and all of that, then use that as wisdom and guidance to not settle. Because the Five of Pentacles is about settling for something that is beneath your worth. Don't settle. Five of Pentacles is also about, for those who are single and mingling, not bringing unworthy partners home out of fear of loneliness with the Hangman, out of fear that you're not going to find the one over here with unconditional love, because you just need some attention right now. Okay? Let's see, what else am I getting off the Four of Cups? I get y'all just been disappointed in love, right? But some of that disappointment has been brought on yourself because of who you've been entertaining, y'all. Y'all's is pretty much cut and dry, okay? The lesson with the Four of Cups, the lesson that Spirit wants you to know with the Four of Cups, is you cannot make a person accept the love you are offering if they're not ready to accept it. The lesson with the Five of Wands is, don't feel like you always got to fight for what you want. A person who truly cares about you will meet you halfway. And if they can't meet you halfway, then let them go. For those who have been in long-term relationships where the issue is not money, nope, Spirit said bring it back to money. For those in a long-term relationship and you are carrying another person financially, it's time to get another perspective on that. Some of y'all being used. You can't keep leading somebody. You want somebody to walk with you. You can't keep taking on somebody else's burdens out of unconditional love, out of self-sacrifice, because it's hurting you. It's causing an internal struggle with you. For those who have recently broke up with somebody or decided to walk away from somebody, right? You may be questioning yourself. You may be trying to rationalize in your mind, did you make the right decision? You may have some conflicting desires within your heart. Seek the angels. Don't rush to go back, because you left for a reason. Don't be disappointed in yourself with the Four of Cups. Every relationship, all that is a learning lesson with the Four of Cups. Let me see if I'm getting anything else. The Four of Cups stands out the most out of all the cards. It's like Spirit wants to give you a love, y'all. Spirit wants to renew something. If you are married, Spirit wants to renew something, but there has to be some boundaries. Because going back to that Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, this is about somebody who shames you. Tries to make you feel guilty when you call them on their BS. Watch out for that in this upcoming week, especially when you're having arguments. Also with the Five of Wands. The way you guys argue and the way you guys resolve conflict shows the maturity level of the both of you. So pay attention to that with the Hangman. How do you guys resolve conflict? Is it always in the bedroom? Are we able to come to an agreement speaking? Keep that in mind. Seek the angels on that. But if you are in pieces, if your partner constantly leaves you in pieces, it's time to reevaluate that. That is a habitual cycle. Spirit said that's a habitual cycle. We need to get out of that because it's leaving you impoverished with that Five of Pentacles. Okay? Let's go ahead and get some advice. And I'm going to go ahead and get you out of here. Now, like I said in the intro in Power 1, I don't know if y'all watched it. My goal is to drop a week ahead a reading every Sunday. So on my Empress Goddess of Healing channel, there'll be a collective reading that's covering self-love. Self-career. And everything else other than love. And then over here, I will do love. And I tried to do a collective, but your Spirit gave me too many doggone cards. So I said, okay, well, let me do a pick-up pile for y'all. So every Sunday, I'm going to try to drop that. And I also want to drop readings every day. If y'all watch Power 1 or the intro, I got laid off in August, y'all. So I got some time right now while I'm trying to secure some employment. And I would love to do this full time. So I would love for y'all to support me. And, you know, I'm going to get y'all readings out. So please check my community board. If you don't see a reading from me in a few days or whatever, that lets you know if there's technical difficulties or if I got health concerns, because I do have a few health concerns right now. Okay. But your girl's here and I'm going to try to drop y'all readings. All right. I feel like I need to give y'all a hug, Pile 2. Don't make me cry, Pile 2. I got this gunky stuff in my eyes now, but I just feel like I need to give y'all a hug, Pile 2. Y'all are the sweetest people, Pile 2. Y'all got big hearts, man. Y'all just really want to love and be loved. And that's what the Hangman is about, too. The Hangman is about finding another person who is selfless like they are. Okay? Find a partner. Be with a partner that gives the same that you give. All right, Spirit, let me shuffle. Let's get some advice for Pile 2. Y'all can have, see. This gooky stuff is getting in my eyes and making everything blurry. Okay, there go two. Clear the energy of this deck. I don't even know why I tried to shuffle, y'all. First out. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You better mother freaking say it. I'm going to say it again. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Stand out. Perspective brings things together. Have I not been talking about perspective with that? So if they're making you feel small, if past relationships have made you feel small, put you in this Four Cups energy, like your love really wasn't worth it. You weren't worth everything that you asked for. Going back to the Five of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Don't let nobody tell you that your standards are too high. Spirit said, raise the bar. Okay? Make a list if you have to make a list. And wait for the person that checks those boxes. If you are in a relationship and you are not getting what you want, it might be time to sit down. We might need to have a fight about that. And say, listen, I have not been receiving XYZ. And I'm going to need you to give that to me now. Or we're going to have to figure something out. Because you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean. Stand out. Perspective brings things together. These pains you feel are messengers. Listen to them. Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. And because we have fives here, there is a change that's going to happen in Pile 2. Whether you're with somebody or not, a change is happening. Embrace that so that Spirit can bring you the unconditional love that you seek. Getting signs, learning messages from Spirit. Again, these pains you feel are messengers. Listen to them. Listen to them while you're in that hangman energy. Maybe that's why you're in the Four of Cups right now. Don't let your ego take the forefront. Because the Five of Wands can be about letting your ego take the forefront. Don't let nobody bring your ego out. And don't tolerate somebody else's ego. Your heart is an ocean. What did I say about your heart? Spirit, back your girl up. Thank you. High five. Your heart is an ocean. Find yourself in its hidden depths. Life's journey. Finding purpose. True love. Y'all are destined for true love, pile 2. So if you've been single for a long time, ain't found the one, wait for the true love. You can still date. Just don't put all your energy into that person. Don't give all of yourself to everyone. They don't deserve it. Be like the Queen of Cups. Hold your love. Because when you look at the Four of Cups, when Spirit is offering the cup, it's full, right? But you just may not be seeing it. But if I was to reverse that, all that love will pour out and it would be empty. So don't empty out yourself just to be with someone. Again, your heart is an ocean. Find yourself in its hidden depths. So you guys might be very emotional this week. Some of you guys may cry this week. That's okay. Life is a journey of finding purpose and love. Give me another one. True love. Not just... No, Spirit, that's too much. Spirit got excited. Not any love. True love. Give me one more, Spirit. Stop playing. I said one. To praise the sun is to praise your eyes. See clearly. Gratitude. Happy with your life. Yes, you have to be happy with your life first before you can be happy with someone else. It says praise the sun is to praise your own eyes. The sun is all about enlightenment. It's about positivity. It's about raising your vibration. Again, raise your standards. Okay? And be grateful for every lesson. This is going to be a week of you seeing yourself clearly and your love life clearly. When you start to walk, they appear. Look at it there. Taking steps, beginning again. For those who are single, for those recently getting out of a relationship, and those who are thinking of leaving something, beginning again, creating the life you truly want. And there it is. This is the week to create the life that you truly want. Again, I don't think this is just for next week. I think this is going to be something powerful that y'all going to be going through. It says when you start to walk, they will appear. So those who've been stagnant, stuck in this hangman energy, time to come down. Get your clarity, come down and start walking in the way you want to be loved. Start walking in the way you want your partner to treat you in a relationship. Start being that so you can attract that. Some of y'all may have to put some shoes on and walk away. Bottom of the deck. What you seek is seeking you. Listen to that. What you seek is seeking you. Going back to the Four of Cups. So if you're with somebody right now and y'all not on the same page maturity-wise, the same level as what you expect from a relationship, then that's not the partner that's seeking you. You settling with the Five of Pentacles. Believe, focus, intent, meet with destiny. We have 2 eyes. Something's going to be revealed to you this week in regards to your love life. Something that you may not have seen. Could start with this reading. Okay? So pile 2. Spirit said, get one more. I'm going to cut what? I was going to cut the egg and Spirit said, no, take this card. Listen, y'all. Why be unhappy when your soul is in full bloom? Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups and Five of Pentacles. That's being unhappy. Health, spiritual growth, choosing happiness. Didn't I say something about somebody's health? So if you're having health issues right now, if that is causing you to not be able to be intimate with your partner, if that's causing fights, your partner needs to understand. Okay? Seek the angels on that. And if you have a partner who does not understand, we need to refocus. Spirit doesn't want you to be unhappy. because y'all hearts are too big. You guys are too pure to settle for anyone or anything that is going to make you unhappy. So pile 2, that is your reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it has resonated with you and given you some clarity into the week ahead as far as your love life. If you enjoy kicking it with your girl, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. I would love for you to drop a comment. I will respond, even if it's just a hey girl, hey. Like I said in pile 1, I will leave the link to my Empress Goddess of Healing week ahead so you can know what's going on with career and the self and all of that. And the main thing for y'all, pile 2, remember, again, you can't force someone to accept the love that you are offering, okay? And it is no reflection on you. It's just that that person is not the right person. And give unconditional love to yourself first before you give it to someone else. Remember, the trigger could be a father wound, and however that resonates. So pay attention to that. Get perspective with that hangman, with that. And don't sacrifice all of yourself just to keep a relationship. All right? If you join to another pile, go ahead over there. And I would love for you to join my Love and All That Goodish gang and subscribe. What else I got to say? I think that's it, y'all. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to leave y'all. Y'all are like pile 2. I'm sending y'all love. I'm sending y'all peace. I'm sending y'all light. Okay? You can have the love you desire. You can have it, y'all. You don't have to settle. Okay? I don't care how long you've been with somebody. You don't have to settle. And you don't always have to fight. Spirit keep bringing that to me. You don't always have to fight. Okay? All right, enough chit chat, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next reading. Peace, love, and light. Hey, pile 3, welcome to your reading. So this reading is about what is in store for you for the week ahead in love. If you did not watch the intro, I got an eye infection, 4 more days on the medication, so my eye's going to be a little bit gunky. So enough chit chat. Let's get into the reading. For the week ahead in love, pile 3, what is the overall energy surrounding your love life? And we have girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. What I'm getting with pile 3, I think pile 3 is either a group of singles, been single for a very long time, or recently single. If you're in a relationship and you're in pile 3, 2 things. You may be questioning your partner in several different ways. Look at it there. You may be wondering if something is taking your partner's attention away from you. And I mean a person. In pile 3. Also, if you're in a relationship, you could have just gone through something major, or your partner may be going through something major, and there's a transformation that is happening. With girl talk, I'm getting 2 things. If you recently broke up with someone and you have good supportive girlfriends, you may want to hang out with them. You may want to lean on them for support and guidance. However, I feel like some of you guys have girlfriends that do not, I heard, have your best interest at heart when it comes to your relationships. Maybe leading you down a path that you may not want to go on is what I heard. I heard astray. So I said, what do we need to know about this energy? And we have stress. Cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments. What I get mostly from that card is I feel like this pile is de-stressing, is recognizing the things that make them stressful and is trying to remove that out of their life. When you look at that card, she's walking like in a field somewhere. She's dragging her hands through, I don't know if that's wheat or weeds or whatever that is, but she's becoming one with nature. I think, even when you drag your hand across something, you're feeling things, you're letting your mind wander, right? De-stressing. And I think that's what this pile is about. There is a need to cleanse yourself from anything that is bogging you down. Pile 3, whether you are single or in a relationship. I do feel like you either recently got out of a stressful time in regards to a relationship, or there's something particular about your love life that might be causing you a little stress. If you are single, the stress could just be jumping back out there. So I said, what could this energy, or not, how could this energy impact your love life? And we have the Hermit and the Three of Swords. And I'm going to start with the Hermit. If you are, whether you are single or dating somebody in a long-term relationship, because I think you guys are like POW too. I think it all ties in, right? A Hermit personality is someone who's an independent thinker and someone who likes to withdraw. And they need to withdraw whenever they feel creative, whenever they want to study, or whenever they are processing emotions. So if you are newly dating someone or singles, you going out there, you may meet someone who at the beginning stages may withdraw. You may feel like you're being ghosted, even if they care for you. So you have to look at how they are coming in and out your life. If they're just leaving your life with no explanation and then they come back like nothing has happened, then that's an issue. But if they say, hey, you know, I need to take some time to figure out what it is I want, or I just need to take some time to handle XYZ, then they're still trying to communicate to you that they need to take a break. So don't take that personal. If you are in a long-term relationship with somebody and they are isolating themselves from you, I would also not internalize that unless you feel that they're isolating themselves from you to entertain someone else. Okay, because we do have the Three of Swords here, which I will get into. Some of you guys may feel like you're walking in the dark when it comes to your love life right now with the Hermit. So you want to go within. You want to listen to your inner voice and be guided on what is actually happening in your love life. With the Three of Swords, we got a few things with the Three of Swords. One, because it's upright, there is still some pain within your heart, whether you are single, just broke up with somebody, or in a long-term relationship. There's still some pain in your heart that has not been dealt with. If you are single, be cautious of entering into something with somebody, or newly dating. Be cautious of entering into something with somebody who may be on a rebound, who hasn't fully dealt with the pain of the last breakup. If you've been single for a long time, Spirit wants you to identify what those three swords are in your heart. Could it be somebody lied to you? Could it be betrayal, deception, somebody cheated, not feeling good enough? What is that pain? Because what happens is, if we don't take those swords out, we start to believe that that pain is actually comfort, that that pain is actually, you know, keeping us safe. And that is an illusion. With the Hermit and the Three of Swords, what am I getting with the Hermit and the Three of Swords? It just came to me and I just lost it. Spirit, bring it back to me. I don't know. I guess it'll come. I just had it on the tip of my tongue and I forgot it. Also, with the Three of Swords and the Hermit, some of you guys have isolated yourself so much, especially with those who have been single for so long, because maybe your heart has turned cold to love. Spirit wants you to release that. Let someone come and help you unthaw your heart, or start doing that on your own. Do the soul searching to release that pain. Now, going back to the Three of Swords, if you continue to hold on to that pain, and something just may break your heart this week. It may not be something that you're holding on to, because the Three of Swords could be something that happened last week, happened tomorrow, or all the way back to childhood. So you just have to figure out what that pain is. You should know, right? But if you continue to hold on to that pain, the signal that you send out to people is that you betray yourself. So we're going to come in and betray you too. Did you know that? Because you're not willing to take those swords out. You want to walk around with that. And that's like betraying yourself when you don't heal those parts of you that have been hurt. So I said, what underlying triggers could arise with you this week that may affect you that you just may not know? And we have many flames. It can take many tries to find the right one. Take a break when you need to and don't give up. Absolutely. So those who have been single, maybe you have been through relationships that just didn't work out. Maybe your heart is a little cold to jumping back out there, right? Spirit is saying it takes many tries. Lean on your girlfriends. Lean on people that can help you. What is the word I'm hearing? Get over unnecessary pain. And what I mean by unnecessary pain, pain that you should have let go of a long time ago. Also with the many flames, going back to the Three of Swords, a trigger could be that you might be dealing with somebody who has a lot of different lovers, a lot of different people that they are entertaining right now. And so you may want to withdraw. Okay, withdraw your energy a little bit to see if this is actually something that you want to entertain. Going back to the Three of Swords, and this is only for people who suspect that their partner might be with someone else or entertaining someone else. If the Three of Swords comes in a reading and is upright and you trying to figure out if somebody cheating, 9 times out of 10, this would be a yes card. Now, I'm not putting that on nobody. If you don't think your partner is cheating, don't put that there. But if you are suspecting that something is taking your partner's attention away from you, this could be that answer with the Three of Swords, with making you feel alone with the Hermit. Because the Three of Swords is about someone not being able to fully invest in you because they are splitting their attention somewhere else. So I said, clarify the many flames, Spirit. We have the Four of Wands and we have Death. And I'm going to start with the Four of Wands. Okay? One, some of you guys may be experiencing a celebration, an anniversary, a birthday. My birthday on Sunday, y'all. A milestone. You may be a little nervous about that. If you have to go to an event, that could be something that's being triggered. Also with the Four of Wands, this is about whether you are, I'm going to say single and new, because if you're with somebody, you should know this about them already. This is about having easygoing chemistry with somebody, right? But really no expectations for the future. So if you're single, newly dating, allow this person to court you. Allow them to show and prove is what I heard. Allow them to show you why it's worth you giving them time. Okay? Protect your heart with the Three of Swords. If you're in a long-term relationship, again, you could be having an anniversary, a birthday, something to celebrate. If things have been painful in the relationship, it might be time to celebrate something. And if you are with someone who does not celebrate those things with you, that could be a trigger. And you want to let them know those things are important to me and try to incorporate that in your love life. With Death. Death stands out to me more than any other card, and I'm going to tell you why. Whether you are single, newly dating, or with somebody, this death energy is heavy and major. And the reason why is because death people lure you in. They are seductive. They are mysterious. They give you a little bit of danger. They tiptoe on the line of taboo. They can bring fears up. But the main thing that a death person does is it's going to change you. So if you date a person who is in a death energy, they are going to change you, and it's going to be something monumental. So one of the things could be, especially singles and people who, really invest in relationships, you could be afraid. That trigger could be you are afraid to give your heart to someone else because you could lose yourself in a person in a death energy. Did you know that? They will transform you one way or another. Okay, so be mindful of that, especially if you are dealing with heartache, before you jump into a rebound, because this one will sweep you off your feet. If you are in a long-term relationship with somebody, this death card means that something major is happening. You could have experienced a death. Literally, there could be some type of crisis going on. Maybe you guys are on the verge of a breakup, or just some other situation is ending, but there is a major transformation that is happening. So whether you are in a long-term relationship, single, newly dating, whatever, this major transformation is still unfolding. So what you once were attracted to with the Four of Wands, you may not be attracted to once they complete that transformation. And you're going to have to make up in your mind, do you accept that new person? Are you willing to work it out with that new person? Are you still attracted to that new person? Are you transforming? Are you the same person that you were when you entered that relationship? What else am I getting with death? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Also, and let this resonate for only those who resonate, there are some people with the death when it comes to in the bedroom that are engaging in some taboo things. And some of them taboo things may be with the same people. Okay? That could lead to heartache. So get the wisdom that you need with the Hermit. Let Spirit guide you if you are suspecting that. Only if you are suspecting that. Okay? The main thing that Spirit wants you to know, the main lesson with the Death card, is don't lose yourself in a relationship. Yes, it's going to cause a transformation, but don't lose yourself in a relationship. With the Three of Swords, the main lesson that Spirit wants you to learn with the Three of Swords is, can you identify those Three of Swords? Can you say exactly what those three swords are so that you can remove them? Also, singles, newly dating, even if you're in a relationship, the death energy, you could be dealing with somebody who had a tumultuous past. Can you be understanding with them? Can you not internalize their pain? Can you still find the joy with the Four of Wands? The Hermit just wants you to listen to yourself. Be guided by your own self. Listen to your own voice so you know exactly what your heart wants and not what somebody else is trying to tell you that your heart wants. Going back to this girl talk, because I feel like there are girls or certain people that are trying to tell you what you need versus what you know that you need. I'm trying to think what else with y'all, because y'all is pretty cut and dry like pile 2. Main thing, singles, let somebody court you. Let somebody court you. And also with the Death card, I just keep hearing taboo, taboo. This is also about someone who's not being fully transparent with you. That could be a trigger. That somebody's not being fully transparent with you. And you're asking them questions. And the Three of Swords was about, if you have to ask yourself if your person is cheating on you, that is a red flag. Because that means that your union is not based on trust and transparency. So there may be a breakdown of trust for some of you guys this week. And I feel like with you, pile 3, along with pile 2, this is not just next week. I think this is something that is going to continue on because we have these two majors. If everything is going well in your relationship and you are in pile 3 or you're single them and all that, again, we just want to watch out for whatever pain, residual pain we may not know, maybe in our subconscious, residual pain that could be attracting people to us to take advantage. And don't be stressed out if you guys have an event to go to, if somebody's about to get married, or if you got an anniversary or anything like that. Don't be stressed about that. Lean on your partner. And also with the Hermit, whether you are with somebody not with, or single, newly dating, if you are going to be with a hermit energy, you have to be independent in your own right, because the hermit person is independent. They don't like people who are superficial, and they don't like people who are clingy and needy. So that could hurt your heart if you are somebody who wants to be up under somebody all the time, because the hermit is not that person. They're going to come in, love on you, and then they're going to need to recharge. Okay. If you are married to a hermit person, y'all might even sleep in separate beds, separate places. Like, what's her name? Why can't I think of her name? Is it Cheryl Lee Ralph? Like, her and her husband been married for like over 20 some years, and they live in 2 different states and cities and stuff like that. And I was like, dang, I probably could do that. Me? I probably could do that. I think I'm a hermit person. I like my independence. I don't want nobody infringing on my independence, So, and that could stem from some heartache with me. I can be honest about that. That could stem from some heartache with me. But I like my autonomy. I don't mind sharing love with somebody, but I still need that time to recharge. I want some time to read a book, to be creative. I need that time, and I need a partner who understands that. So some of you guys might be in that energy. For those who may be dealing with people who ghost them, deal with that pain and then let that go. Okay? Because the death card is about letting the past be the past. Y'all might be the shortest pile. I'm trying to think if there anything else that I need to talk to you guys about. Mini flames. I don't care how old you are, right? Keep trying. Keep trying for the love that you want with the mini flames. And whoever's celebrating a birthday like me, happy birthday, because I just got that too. I just also got that somebody may disappear on somebody's birthday. Y'all, that may cause heartache. That may cause stress. If that is the case and they don't have a good explanation, it may be time to withdraw your energy. I just was drawn to time with friends and moving on. Spend some time with your friends. Go out. If you're single, go out, mingle. Get your social calendar up. Go dance. Go flirt. Go do all of that stuff so that you can try to get out of whatever funk you may be in, or whatever residual pain that you may be in from a past heartache or breakup. And again, this could stem all the way to childhood or up until yesterday. You got to figure out what that pain is. But again, you need to identify what those are. All right, let's go ahead and get some advice, and I'm going to go ahead and get y'all out of here. If anything else comes to me, I'm sure Spirit will bring it before I go. I was just drawn back to the 4 of Wands. Be easygoing this week when it comes to love, whether you're in a relationship or not. Be easygoing, okay? And again, listen to your intuition if you feel like somebody is doing something behind your back, especially if you think it's with the same, okay? Because I do feel like there's some people in this pile who might be dealing with some people who have not been transparent about all of their sexual proclivities, if you understand what I'm saying. Let me shuffle again. That's gonna stress somebody out. Okay, that's gonna stress somebody out. Clear the energy of this deck. All right, Spirit, what advice? I'm gonna take them. Good Lord. Okay, let's start with these. Live life as if everything is rigged in your favor. 4 of Wands. Absolutely. Have confidence. Keep the faith. You are supported. Absolutely. Going back to good girlfriends, guy friends, those family who support you. Again, live life as if everything is rigged in your favor. That's going to help you get out of heartache. That may help you from isolating from others when you get emotionally overwhelmed. Help you to release things that need to be released with the Death card. That was upside down. Anything you lose comes around in another form. Opportunity, choices, transformation. Are we not talking about transformation with the death card? Again, anything you lose comes around in another form. I got two things with that. If you lost something and you did not learn the lesson from that and you're still holding on to the heartache with the Three of Swords, Spirit going to bring it right back around and see if you learned that lesson. Don't put yourself through that pain again. Remember what I said? When you don't take them swords out, it's an open invitation to people. It's like you got a sign on your head saying, I hold on to pain. I betray myself all the time, so come on and betray me. No, 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 no. We don't want that. Let's transform like the beautiful butterflies that we are. Oh. The moon is bright when it doesn't avoid the night. Walking in the dark in the Hermit. Dealing with uncomfortable emotions. That's what the Hermit is trying to do. It's trying to dredge up those uncomfortable feelings and emotions that you're holding on to that could potentially lead you into a situation where you're going to get hurt. Be somebody's rebound. Be somebody's good time with the Four of Wands, and then they drop you, because the Death card also can abruptly leave you without no warning. Hang in there, be patient. You are on the right track. Absolutely. The Hermit ain't gonna steer you wrong. The moon is bright when it doesn't avoid the night. Night is all about shadow. The Hermit is about soul searching. Okay? So some shadow may come up with those triggers, with the many flames. Maybe you are going to, revisit past relationships and see where they went wrong and where you went wrong. Do an evaluation so that you ain't got to go through it again. I am not this hair. You better say it. I ain't got none. I am not this skin. You better say it. I am the soul that lives within. Yes, indeed. And let me go back to the Hermit real quick. A Hermit energy sees through someone's soul. Did you know that? So embody the Hermit energy. Don't just look at the surface. Again, they don't like superficial things. Don't just look at the surface, the good times with the Four of Wands. Actually look into someone's soul. Actually try to figure out who they actually are before you give your heart to them. Okay? And again, if you're in a long-term relationship with somebody, they're going through a transformation. You have to decide if the person coming out on the other side of that transformation, or you, when you go through your transformation, if y'all still aligned together or not. Again, it says, I am not this hair. I am not this skin. I am the soul that lives within. Beneath the surface, looks can be deceiving. Look at that. I didn't even read that. Did you see that? Looks can be deceiving. Oh, yeah, y'all can see the card that way. Beware of people masks this week, right? Beware of what somebody's just trying to show you. Again, that Death card is seductive. It can draw you in, right? It will draw you in. I think I got the most advice. Laugh as much as you breathe. Four of Wands. Love as long as you live. Four of Wands. Have fun, enjoy life. Nurture relationships. Yes, be easy this week. Don't let anything stress you out. Give it to God. That's what I heard. Whatever's stressing you out, give it to God. And when you get your answer, believe it. That's what I heard. When you get your answer, believe it. To love without expectations is to be in heaven. Again, the Four of Wands. Remember, the Four of Wands is just easy chemistry. We letting somebody court us. We going out on a date. We're going to enjoy our anniversary. We're not going to have expectations of anything. We're just going to enjoy that moment and be present. Release control. Make peace with loved ones. So if you've been having difficulty with loved ones, especially regarding your relationship, or friends regarding your relationship, make peace with them. If it is something worth salvaging. If not, make peace with yourself that you had to let that go because you have evolved. Okay? If someone has hurt you, make peace with that. Because the Hermit is all about a journey back to yourself. It really doesn't have anything to do with the other person. Even the Three of Swords, it really doesn't have to do with the other person. Yes, somebody could have hurt you. Yes, right? But if we keep in them swords, then we are now hurting ourselves. They've already done their part. Now we need to do our part. And we have, be with those who help your being. Was I not talking about your support group over here with this girl talk? Some of y'all got some good ones and some of y'all don't. Be with those who help your being. Like attracts like. Choose friends. I didn't even see that. Choose friends carefully. Absolutely. Absolutely. I see the guitar. Listen to some music to uplift you. And beware of people's masks. And beware of people who try to make you feel like, what did I hear? You have to keep up outward aesthetics is what I heard. That you have to keep up outward aesthetics. You know, a lot of people feel like they got to have the bust downs, you know, that they sitting on, and the lashes and the nails and the makeup and all of that type of stuff. You don't have to have any of that. Be you. Be yourself. I just looked at my sign. Dare to be you. And someone will love that. If you're in a long-term relationship and your partner, or you did all of these things at the very beginning and you don't want to do them anymore, and your partner is not showing you the same type of affection, same type of love, you need to ask yourself, well, was they just in love with the visual, the physical, or were they truly in love with me and my heart? Okay, Spirit said get one more. Bottom of the deck of cut. I can cut. Okay, well, thank you. Where there is ruin, there is hope for a treasure. Rough times, good outcome, everything will work out okay. Look at that there again. Where there is ruin, going back to the Three of Swords and the Death card, right? There is hope, transformation. It's always something beautiful that's going to come after the Death card. Okay? Because right after the Death card, we got temperance, healing, patience with ourselves, understanding, alchemy, transforming that into something that is going to be beneficial for us. Rough times could be a little rough, right? But a good outcome is going to come and everything will work out okay. All right. So that is your reading, Pile 3. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope I've given you clarity into what the energy is and what you might expect in your love life in the upcoming week. And again, I feel like you'd like Pile 2. This is something that's going to be ongoing. All of my readings are timeless. So whenever you find it, you are meant to find it. Okay. If you enjoy kicking it with your girl, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. Help me beat the algorithm. I said, and I think Pile 2, y'all, I recently was laid off. So I'm trying to do this full time. My goal is to drop these every Sunday. And I'm trying to get y'all daily readings out too. So I did have technical difficulties, but your girl is back. So just bear with your girl while she's dealing with some health issues and, you know, trying to get this stuff out to you. All right. If you want to drop me a comment, go ahead. Even if you just want to say, hey girl, hey, I love y'all comments, and I can't even speak, and I will respond to all of them. All right. And I would love, if you enjoy the vibe over here, join my Love and All That Good-ish gang and join my Divine Being gang too. I'm going to drop the link to Empress Goddess of Healing because I will do a week ahead collective reading on that channel to focus on the self-career and all of that. So until I drop the next reading for y'all, I'm wishing you nothing but peace, love, and light. What'd you just say, Spirit? Embrace the change and the transformation is what I heard. It's going to be rough. It's not going to be easy. Some of you guys are going to get epiphanies. Look at Spirit. Some of you guys are going to get epiphanies. It's going to shake you. It's needed is what I heard. It's needed. And some of you guys deal with the childhood pain. It brings you stress. Okay? And be careful of things you share with girlfriends, is what I heard. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? Spirit said you good. Okay. All right, y'all. Peace, love, and light.